Hi everyone, it's me, Miss Raina, and I am back again with a video to show you how to start creating your puppet character. And so if you are watching this video, you should be at the point where you have found an object in your house that you can use as your puppet. If you do not have that, pause this video and go do that right now. On my Google Slides presentation, you will see some examples of some different household items. You can basically use any item that is safe for you to use, number one, so avoid blades, knives, those kind of things, and anything that you can easily hold in your hand and that is light enough that you can continuously hold it because you are going to be doing several activities with this item. And so remember, the eyes are optional. I have seen people use googly eyes before. I just drew mine since I don't have any googly eyes at home with me right now. And the eyes are completely optional. You can also choose to use an object without it. Think about the shape of your object, whatever it is, and remember that you can change what is the top of the object, what is the bottom. So like, for example, if I'm using this makeup brush, I can use it with the eyes or without. And then also I can have the brush part, the bristles, be the top of my puppet, or I can have that be the bottom part. It's up to you, whatever you want to do with your object. Make sure you have permission to use your object. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get started. So what we're gonna do first is we are going to practice establishing a level floor for your puppet. So our level floor is going to be imaginary. It's something that you have to create in your mind. And so the same way as an actor, you would go and get on the stage and you would be walking on the stage floor. You want to think of your puppet doing that same thing on your imaginary floor. So this is going to be my puppet. Her name is Flora. And so first, before I even start doing the actual floor part, which I'll show you how to do in a minute, I want to take a second to think about this puppet and their personality, because who we are, our personality traits, that influences how we express those traits in a physical way. And so looking at this makeup brush, even without the eyes, strikes me as really girly because it's a really bright colored brush. The bristles are very soft, even though they're sticking straight up like this, they're very, very soft. The handle has this really pretty like floral design with flowers that are orange and pink and purple. And it just reminds me of pretty soft things like flowers, butterflies. And so I also put eyes on her, and the eyes I put on her have these big old lashes, some like eyeliner type darkening around the eyes. And so I'm gonna make this character into my very girly, like kind of like makeup queen character, just like me. Oh wow, how original. But I want to make this character very floaty, very light, kind of the same way you would think of like a butterfly or flower petals being flowy and light. That's how I'm gonna want this character to move. So I'm gonna keep that in mind while I'm doing all of my exercises in this video and in the ones that you'll watch later. So back to our floor. So now that I have an idea of how my puppet's gonna move, I'm gonna kind of explore that. And so the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lay down my floor. So you want to think of the floor as an imaginary line. You can use a hand for maybe like the first time if you need to kind of remember where that edge of that floor is. Ideally, we would put the floor right here by your eye line area right here. Because of the way my camera is set up in the frame and stuff, I'm going to bring it down lower, and that way so you can see what I'm talking about too. So all we're going to do for this first exercise is you are going to practice bringing your puppet on stage, which is on top of your line, and off stage. So remember, my character, very floaty, feminine, soft movement. So So I slowed down how she moves a little bit, and I made my motion very smooth. So let's try that again. This time I'm going to try and hit that same level, and notice how I did kind of like an up and then down to show that she's landing on the floor of something. So I'm going to try it again. This time I'm going to remove my hand. I said I was going to remove my hand and then I didn't. Sorry, that was bad. Let me try it again. Okay, here we go. I'm ready this time. I didn't do it again. Oh my gosh. I'm just concentrating on getting it smoothly up. Okay. Take 3. Here we go. And this is what you should be doing as well. You should be continuing to try until you get it right. I put on the presentation to go ahead and do it multiple times, at least 5 times. 10 is better. You know, really challenge yourself to get the movement and where that line is really clear and really easy for you to do. Okay, so now I'm going to remove my hand. Okay, and so that's an example of putting my character on and off stage. Now, I have a second character to introduce you to today. His name is Big Mad. Get it? Because he's big and he's mad. I'll see myself out. Anyway, so again, I'm gonna practice with this guy just to show kind of the difference in movement that I'm already trying to give, because my puppets are gonna be 2 very different characters. So here we go. Again, here's my line. I'm gonna do it one time with using my hand as the line, and then I'll take it off. So here we go. Notice I made his movements much quicker, much harsher, because to me, that's what this character is going to be. He's made out of metal. That's a really tough material, plastic. It's a cheese grater, so it's a little, not too sharp, but it's a little bit, you know, rough, on the rough side. Rough is a better word than sharp. And so I want to, before I even think about adding any voice or noises to my characters, I just want to think about how it's going to move. So again, here we go. He moves very quickly. All right, so go ahead and practice that. If you want to, you can do like I did and even practice using multiple puppets until you find one that you're really comfortable with. Once you're done practicing, go ahead and head on to the next video. Bye, guys.